Hi YouTubers, it's Mark from Brewery. Welcome to a Vblog. Okay, long time no see. Yeah, I've not had a haircut since March. No, before that, since like February. So what am I, February, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 8 months ago I had a haircut. And the old beard's getting a bit longer now. Almost make a mask out of it. Right, what are we doing today? Well, I bought some goodies. So basically some secondary regulators. Well, I bought one and one was a present, but I'm jumping the gun. Let's get on the bench and show you. Okay, so this is what I've got. So lovely, sent to me, and this is how it arrived. I've not undone it at all. Okay, so yep, the usual eBay plastic bag. Yes, it is a Kegland one. So this is just one of my goodies. Yeah, it's a Duotight inline regulator with integrated gauge. It was cheap, about half the price of Kegland, and this is a box it came in. I have not actually undone this till now. Yes. So yeah, let's get it out. As I said, I've not undone it. That's it, no instructions, nothing, so it must be in here. So here we go, let's get it out. Okay. Okay. Clearly something in or out, or an in and out mount by the look of it. Put that down, idiot. What's that for? Take it, that goes in there. And that must go in there, yes. Okay, so, alright, that's the pressure thingamajiggy. So, that's the first one. What I need to do now is chop my gas, and then we'll get a gas in and gas out, or I don't know which is and which out. We'll have to have a play. Oh, in fact, there's an arrow there, look, can you see it? Yeah, you bloody idiot. So, gas in, gas out. And it's even got a date, March 2020. Never exceed the gauge pressure, this may damage gauges. What does it go up to? 60 psi. I don't think I'll be carving my beer at 60 psi. So there you go, little doozy. And what is it again? Let's get the box back. This is the Duotight inline regulator with integrated gauge. Yeah. So it looks, it's a secondary, by the way. Yeah. So I forgot to say that it's a secondary regulator. So it requires the primary, so this is going to go in the shed, sorry, in the beer garage. No, start again, Mark. This will go in the fridge, which is my beer dispensary. Okay, so basically I've got one carb, or one keg carbing up, and one keg which is on dispensing, so about 5 psi, something like that, but the other one wants to be at 25, so this is just my secondary. Okay, so that's what I bought. I'll just put that over there. And I mentioned to my local publican that I was getting one of these gauges, and he went, yeah, you can have this. Yeah. So he went and said, you can have this. And I went, oh, belting, great. Actually, bigger pipe. One's probably 3/16, one's probably 5/16, or 3/8. That's probably 3/8, that's probably 5/16. I'll soon find out when I try and connect it. Okay, so this is the other one he gave me, which is a Micromatic one. Again, going up to quite high PSI there. Was it 90 PSI? That's a blank, so that's your standard Joe Guess, but it's a blank. Apparently he hasn't got many of those, so but he did give me that. So you can put these in line, you know, you can string these out, you know, in, and then you go out to another one of these, and you know, you could actually do it that way. So I think there's gas in and then gas out, and then this one I think goes to the keg. I don't know. Now this one's got a freak off big bracket on the back, which I can adjust. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fit it into the beer fridge. I might just have to have it floating about, how's your father, sort of thing. Right, let's turn our attention to the fridge. Now you don't tend to see inside my beer fridge. Some really old bottles. God, so 2017? I think we tried a few and they're actually really good, so I'm going to keep those. It's a Simcoe Smash. Don't know what a video on that one a long time ago. Yeah, so I keep my hops. No, I don't. I keep my yeast at the top, which I need to use actually, because I've not been brewing. Last time I brewed was in June. Oh my god. And then I've just got the 2 kegs in here. Sorry, the light's a bit crap today. Anyway, that's my 2 kegs with a 2 output manifold for the gas. Now, if you buy a manifold, by the way, get 4. Don't get 2, get 4, and then you can always have a bottling wand or a spare one you can use for, I don't know, blowing up balloons. I don't know. It was a joke, alright? Don't use CO2 to blow up balloons. And my 2 kegs, so yep, there's the floor. Just standard 2 kegs. So this, let's look at this one first. So this one has 3/16 on, I think. There you can see, oh, you can see these pipes, far too big. They're never going to fit in there, are they? So I need to get some of my new gas pipe. Don't die. Oh, right, that's not good. So I'm not fitting that today in the video. Now this one looks like it's got the right size. Let's get a piece of pipe. So this is 3/16. This is like the outlet for the beer. So I actually go from, I think it's 3/8 to a John Guest reducer. And that's just a beer pipe. So that is 3/16, and there's, yeah, that's not that size. I don't know what that is actually. I'll have to Google it. So this is the, I might be all wrong with numbers. I think this is 5/8. Did it say on it? Why can't you be in bloody millimetres? 6.7mm by 9.5, whatever that is, and that is clearly too big to go in there. So it's like, yeah, I need to go and Google what that is. But that is a belting little one. That will probably go on the side somewhere as a secondary. I like that. So this big one I've got is going to standard John Guest, and yeah, that goes in there perfect. So look, we know we can put this on the gas. This is one of the gas lines going in, and there's a second one, so I just need now, they loop round at the back. There is a doubler somewhere. Oh no, it's not, I'm talking crap, of course. It comes in as a single into my manifold, out of the manifold, to each keg. So all I need to do is cut it somewhere off the manifold, into my regulator, out the regulator, back in the keg. And I might actually do this one because this is closest. Looking at the fridge and the placement of this, I've swapped over the blank to be on this side. So I'm thinking of mounting it over here somewhere, a bit higher than that. I was struggling to get for the pipe. So the pipe comes out the manifold, and to the keg. Now of course this will go from the manifold to this. Now that is the input. So what we can do is get the pipe either from the right or the left. But luckily I've noticed on my fridge, the back of the shelf, there's a gap, and yeah, actually the pipe goes down. So yeah, that's looking good. So what I can do is I'll come out the manifold over here, your bottom right screen. I can go up round the back and then into the manifold. Sorry, into the regulator, the secondary regulator. So really, I could just sort of mount it around here. I don't know if to leave it there. Oh, I could mount it at the back, but as we know, all the gubbins and electrics are at the back. Well, there are some at the bottom, but I don't want to go through the back in case. Now at the sides, I don't think there's anything. So I'm thinking of mounting it about there. It means I can shut the door. There's just enough room if I wanted to use another pipe going off, which, hey, you never know. So I think about there. So that'll be the input pipe. It seems to work out quite well. I think I better get a drill out. So every DIY person has got a box full of screws. 1,000 screws, and you can never find two of the same, but they're about the same. Quite short, just about 2.5 inches probably. So I've drilled through. I didn't hear a hiss of pipes. The light didn't go off. I keep banging the glass. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, I just need to unscrew these in. I don't need to hold it up. So I can get these in here. And then I think, wait for it. Yesterday, I was doing some DIY, got a creaky floorboard, I checked everything out as far as I could. I put a screw in, well, I actually got a self-drilling floor screw for floorboards. I put it in and all was good, fantastic. It still squeaks slightly. Later on the night, girlfriend says, I can smell gas. I thought I could smell gas as well. Guess what? You've got it. I'd actually gone through the floorboard straight into the gas pipe, so we've had no heating all night. The gas company came out and disconnected my gas. So tomorrow I've got to ring up and try and get a plumber round, a gas safe plumber, to cut out an inch of gas pipe and put all good. So today's Sunday, by the way. I'm not doing it today because it'd be like double time and rip you off. So I need to phone around. Right, well that's screwed on. Looks good. Oh, sorry for the camera action. I should put a bit more light on it really, shouldn't I? Yeah, not much good light today, but yeah, okay. It needs new batteries. It's in there. We have light. So what I need to do now is sort the pipe out. Now you can see my manifold, still covered in plastic. 2 pipes, and so I knew which was which. I just put a bit of tape on it, so green on the left hand keg is green on there. Don't suppose it matters, but I'm wondering if it's better to go from this one looping round up to the manifold, or go from this one. At the end of the day they go at the back and they could swap round, who knows. So what I need to do is don't suppose it matters, does it? I can always swap them around. I don't want to disturb these fittings here, the barbs, because they are sealed. Turn the gas off. So let's pull one of those off. It's still got gas in here. Let's just take off the John Guest. Okay, John Guest is off. This is out of the manifold. If I can get this up the back, so let's remove that piece of new pipe. This one might not be long enough. I am hoping it is. I don't fancy going on that manifold because it took me a while to get that sealed. Oh, happy days. Alright. Can you see the end of this bit of pipe? It's a bit of a crap zoom, this. Come on, focus. Focus, come on. Right, well, actually it's not too bad. I was going to say it's a bit how's your father, but it appears alright. I was going to show you a new tool, which I'll show you in a minute. Right, so I just need to get this into that second regulator, which should be a piece of cake, shouldn't it, eh? Alright, and we're in. Fantastic. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, I like that. Quite straight. So all we need to do now is go from the out. So it's actually got an on-off valve. On-off valve there. I've not serviced this, by the way. I've just got it out the pub. I've not even sanitised it. I'm sure it'd be alright. You know, I think I should sanitise it now. Just need to go from there to the gas. Where are you? To the gas. So what I'll do is let's just, that'll go on there. No, I'm not going to push it on because there's gas in here. So I just need a piece really from here to there. So I'm thinking, right, that's about how's your father. Okay, here we go. It's a new tool. This appeared on my search one day. I've not even used it, so let's undo it. I just on the spur purchase. What is it, you say? Plastic and rubber tube cutter. So oh, it's springy. Ha! Right, so I'm just going to stick it in there and chop the end off. Oh yes, that looks about 90 degrees. Brilliant. So let's look at our second regulator. We go, that's the output. I'm going to go under here. See, I thought this might happen. Actually, that's better. A nice angle. That's actually really nice. Look, so I've gone out. I've got a nice angle. I just need now to go round and into the gas tap. The gas. So I think about, yeah, about there. That's going to be perfect. That's going to be perfect. So let's get the old cutter on here. And hey, do you know? I think this is something for like £7. I think. Okay, let's move you out a bit. So this is the output. I'm going to fight with it for a bit. The shed, by the way, was 9 degrees today because it's cold. Yes, I've got no gas at home and it's 9 degrees, so not good. Well, that's not good. Something just fell off. And I have no idea what that is. Just leave that there then. Okay, so yeah, standard gas into the gas port. Let's have a fight with it again. Make it look nice. Okay, it's on. Gas grey. Black beer. Just remember gas grey. Gas grey, gas grey, gas grey. So look, I think we're ready. I think we're ready to test it. So gas comes round, goes up to the secondary regulator. The input for that goes round, comes to the manifold. This is non-green, so let's turn that on. Oh, I heard a noise. That sounds good. Now I've just vented a bit off, camera didn't record it, never mind. So let's get some light on it, it's better in here. I'm just going to vent off, I've wound that out all the way. I'm going to vent off this, that's the keg, and just dial this in. I don't know what pressure we should get really. It was set at decent, I'm going to set it to 10 I think. Let's just let the CO2 go in the keg. Wind that out because it's getting nearly there. Oh, come on, stop. And it stopped, right. I've clearly wound it in a bit fast, so I'm happy with that. That's around about 10 psi, which is quite good for my serving pressure, between 5 and 10. Sometimes a bit higher if I've been carving up a beer, which I clearly had done. So that is, let's call it 11, 10, it's round there. Second regulator, serving pressure for the beer on the front of my fridge on the left hand side. Now that's one done. Now I can't do this one because I haven't got the right pipe, but it's going to be a repeat of the process. I might film it, I might not. We'll wait and see. I'll just show you my main regulator. Okay, so we can leave that there. Dial it down slightly, half a turn. Yeah, I've done it here. Here we are at the primary regulator. Gas is getting a bit low. And you can see we are on about 20 psi. So yeah, we've got about 15. So that's okay. You know, we could dial this up higher. So that's my primary regulator on my CO2. So that's working 20 in. Yeah, there's 2 serving pressures. I could probably dial this out again. Actually, I'll dial it down a bit. It won't go down because unless I've got a gas leak. Yeah, that's sorted. So a very quick recap. The Kegland fitting here, I got it cheap. I'll try to remember to put a link in. Sorry if I don't. It was cheap. It came from China very quickly actually. So I need to get the pipe for that. And this was my pipe cutter, which is a plastic and rubber tube cutter. It's 3 to 12.7mm diameter. Right, what's the diameter? and you can still see it's by Silverline. They are pretty cheap actually, but it works, as you saw. And hey, just don't put your finger in there. You could use chopped cigars maybe. Ah. Well, that brings us to the end of another vlog. Really simple, isn't it? You know, secondary regulator. You basically know what it does. It's just like your primary regulator, but secondary one. So you can have 2 kegs from 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, how big your manifold is, from 1 CO2 tank, and you just dial it back to serving pressure, or you could just leave them on whatever you want. You know, it's mainly it's just flexibility, isn't it? So I'm looking forward to getting this on. Just got to sort them blemming pipes out, and yeah, I do like this. This is belting actually, quite cheap, and I've had it for a while, but never had reason to use it. It just Amazon, you know, why don't you buy this? Oh, go on then. Okay. A brew day will be coming up. I've been promising I'll brew, and I was meant to brew today, but with events carried on, drilling through a gas pipe didn't help, etc. Screwing through a gas pipe. So yeah, our last brewed on the board in front of me below you. 14th of June was when I kegged it. Yeah, it was a Dunno beer. It was throw stuff in. They're both quite bitter, although they have mellowed with time, as they do. So I need to dump these or drink it. Now, at the start of lockdown, the first lot, about, what was it, March, April? I went a bit mad and bought in loads of beer. I mean, tons of beer. We're still drinking it. We've not bought any since. So I need to drink that. I am on my... Actually, I did buy some of them, like, cheap shop. I've probably got about less than 40 tins left, maybe 48 tins perhaps. I'm slowly making my way through those, trying not to drink too much and put loads of weight on, because I'm now technically a home worker. Right, anyway, I'll shut up, shall I? And move on. Keep watching, subscribe to watch the next brew day, and don't forget, tick that bell and you'll get updates when I release a vid. Right, well, we'll wrap it up. So this is Mark from Hoverdog Brewery signing off. And as always, stay thirsty.